Hello, I'm Katia Luna.
I'm Charles Darling.
And we are here together today to talk about how we made Bittersweet.
When we were coming up with the idea,
Yes.
you had a very specific kind of vibe and genre sort of in mind. And how does that compare to how it ended up? Did it divert in any way? Because I feel like it diverted.
Really?
Yes.
I think what you're going to say, I agree as well.
Yeah.
Originally, in my head, it sounded more rocky. I think that stems from the beginning of the music. The main part was just the guitars that I said I wanted to put in. Like Californian style sounding vibes.
In my head, when we were starting it, the whole song was going to sound the way the verse sounds.
Yeah, and kind of like slightly out of tune, like almost lazy.
Yeah.
It got more, I don't want to say commercial.
There's an energy that
If
is
that
sort of
makes any
added
sense to you.
when you get to kind of the chorus. There's less of a shift in genre maybe and more of a shift in energy.
Yeah, that
or
makes
tone.
sense.
The verses are very relaxed and very kind of laid back and very casual. And then just sort of out of nowhere, the chorus kind of hits the first time. And then when you get later on in the song, it gets more and more sort of jarring.
I would say that it's a mixture of three genres. Structure is quite traditional, making it more poppy.
The chord sequence is typically a sort of poppy loop as well, I think.
Yeah, I feel like the music is more on the rocky side and the lyrics are a bit more indie. Well, at least I would like to think so.
I think there's indie influence in the music as well. And we spoke about how we wanted it to be guitar driven, but have that backwardsy, lazy vibe. It was probably a good few hours spent on messing around with kind of quirky guitar inversions.
And the guitar tuning was a bit strange, unusual.
The E string is dropped down to a C sharp, which makes all of the chords kind of muddy. We actually...
Muddy!
Do you remember how we had to get different guitar strings?
To make it lower?
Yeah, because the original ones were too like...
High.
They were too muddy and we needed
cleaner
string. Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't know if that's
finishing
salvageable
your
or not.
sentences. One more question, but I'm going to answer it and then I want to hear your opinion. Was there anything interesting that you can remember with regards to the production of the song? Because I can think of the guitar in the verses, I believe, that was reversed.
Yeah.
Because it just sounded cooler. Shows that experimenting sometimes works.
Yes.
We put in like this bubblegum pop sound.
Yeah, that was a quirky idea.
Drum section. Because we just had this one bit where we didn't know what to fill it with.
It was originally on the demo because we didn't know what to put it on. It was on a cowbell and it was really, really, really annoying to listen to.
So we were like, we've got to change that. We did try another thing relating back to food. The
sweets.
Popping candy. I really like chocolate with popping candy in, would definitely recommend.
I really liked that as an idea.
But that didn't stay in the final one. Every time we replayed it, like we would replay it and headphones on and write down bits we wanted to change, improve. And the popping candy bit was just too much every time.
I think the idea was to do kind of a record crackle effect in a very, very different way.
Yeah, that was the idea.
But then you said,
it felt like it got like interrupted by aliens eating.
I agreed, so it was fine. But you were so polite about the way you said you wanted to take it out. You were like, I don't know about the beginning. It kind of sounds like really horrible ASMR.
I think because I want to be careful when it's like a collaborative process. I don't want to insult anyone's contributions. And that was the only real thing where I thought in my head, I'm going to have to put my foot down. I really don't want this in the song, but how can I say this politely? I
loved doing the drum and bass section. The reason we put the popping candy in is because it's got a slightly irregular kind of pattern. And I just thought there was something really strange but cool about that. And when you listen to the song isolated with just the drums and the bass line has got like a real...
It's kind of chaotic.
It is very, very chaotic. It's one of my favourite parts that you had me record.
You kept just randomly playing it to everyone. Like, look at this that I've come up with.
It's quite a funky
I would describe it
bass
as,
line.
if you took it away from everything else and just played it, I think the word that comes to mind would be quirky.
I think that's quite in keeping with everything else, though. That we just
My
said
song's quirky.
it's very quirky. The bubblegum thing is quirky.
Oh, okay.
The
Fair enough.
no, actually, that works for some of it. I feel like the chorus is quite quirky musically, but then the rest is.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
But yeah,
It's quirky. I loved finishing it as well. It was very gratifying.
Because it's your first song as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
How does it feel to have done your very first song?
It is a very good feeling.
There was quite a pause.
Oh, sorry.
Are you unsure?
No, I'm happy with how it came out. I was very happy when it was finally done. I think as much as I like to make sure that stuff is as good as I can personally make it, I'm not one of those people to have a song and keep tweaking it for like 2 years and then eventually release it. I just feel like it comes to a point where you have to just say, no, that's enough. You got to be content with how it is.
I think if anywhere, that is actually where we clashed.
Yeah.
Because I am that kind of perfectionist.
That wasn't like
type. No, it's
passive
fine.
aggressively
It's fine.
me describing you.
I'm sure.
Although it
wasn't.
is basically you.
Yeah. It wasn't really clashing. It was.
Just differences in this way we do stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one main thing.
You were very much like, oh, I want to do the next bit. And I was like, can we just be super happy that we're right on this part?
Maybe because it was the first song we've done, finished fully, I was a bit like a excited puppy. Because I have all these other songs that I want to do too. And I want to move on to them and start them. And I'm just kind of like, oh.
Well, because I'm not performing it, I feel like I can say it without sounding super obsessed with myself. I really love the song. And I love the way your voice sounds on it as well. The kind of...
We recorded the whole thing again.
We'd done basically the whole song, hadn't we?
Yeah, we'd done the whole song on one microphone.
And we re-recorded every single line on a different microphone. But I really think that was the right choice. And I feel like you agree, you know, when you listen to them side to side. There's nothing wrong with the first one, but it wasn't capturing enough of your voice. Like it was sort of disservicing all of the tone of your voice. The different mic captured your voice much better.
I think it captured it more of what it actually sounds like.
Yeah.
Because the first one sounded okay, but if I was to just sing now, I think that would have sounded better than the first recording for some reason.
We went through quite a few stages with the song as well. The first version of the song was kind of piano demo drum part, and you'd sung it into a headphone mic in one take. The sound quality was terrible, but
it was
that was a cool little
lo-fi
version. Yes, it was very lo-fi.
Just another random thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
I think also with regards to tweaking the song and keeping it for a long amount of time, I can only speak for myself. I feel like I changed very much over time.
You changed your opinion on...
No, as a person, I feel like I, from like year to year, develop a lot. And so if I was to do the song and then keep like going back to it back and forth for like 2 years or something, by the end of the 2 years it kind of would feel like that was like the old version of me, like a past life Katia that no longer exists. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope that everyone found that interesting, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. And if you haven't listened to Bittersweet yet, then...
listen to it right now.
Bye.